Welcome in, everybody. We're going to get started here with the first day of Division 2 here in the Eastern European region. And, well, it's going to be a great start, I think, because I've already seen Cybercats in action. They look amazing, coming through in a third-party tournament yesterday. Played the Team KZ off the park. So I am looking forward to seeing what they pick. They picked something, a few heroes that were, out of the current meta as well. They actually ran the Marana carry. So just something a bit different. And it did actually work. It worked really well. So we'll see what they want to be going towards. Team Sexy coming through here as a new team, coming through the open qualifiers, closed qualifiers, and getting themselves into the division. So they are going to be looking to make progress here. Some players that we do know, Seven Jesu, till the end, Nafrit, Moonlight, players that I'm a little bit more aware of till the end coming through here as well. So H2O, yeah, he's renamed himself to till the end, at least in the lobby. But as we get into the draft, what are the bans going to be? Looking standard pretty much. The Nature's Prophet going, the Broodmother going here as well. Rubik being taken away. So what else gets taken out? Death Prophet. Yeah, makes sense. Teams just do not like the Death Prophet, it seems. Neither of the Prophets really, not in letting them through. But it does mean the Undying's going to be here. Snapfire's going to be here. Dragon Knight as well. And we'll see if either of these two teams want to pick it up right off the bat.
10 seconds remaining.
It's going to be
5 seconds remaining.
excuse me, Team Sexy here with the first pick. So what do they want to go for? There is some options open, like I say, some good heroes. The Disruptor is still here as well. And it's going to be the Monkey King right off. So Team Sexy, just going straight for it, is a flex hero. Can be played in that 4 as well as the 1. Maybe sometimes in the off lane too, but yeah, revealing that Monkey King right here, right now. So we'll see what Cybercats want to respond with. And again, they do have the next 2 picks. So Disruptor is pretty popular in the current meta. Everybody looking to pick that hero up.
5 seconds remaining.
Tiny, what is it? It was a Tiny Snapfire combo in the off lane as well. But you probably don't want to run that up against the Monkey. Even the Primal Beast. It might be, if this isn't going to be the mid Primal Beast, going to be the off lane up against the Monkey King. This could be a rough lane here for Cybercats to run into. What else do they want to run with it, though? Well, we'll see what the next pick's going to be here. And Team Sexy, if it is open, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Disruptor being picked up from them. But again, probably the most contested hero in the meta at the minute. So we'll see if Cybercats... Yeah, they're going to go for it, potentially taking it away here from Team Sexy. Team Sexy, what do they want to respond with, though? Disruptor, they could go for... They couldn't go for the Rubik because Cybercats banned it out. But they could go for... You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing the Silencer being run from time to time. I think with, especially heroes like the Disruptor, once they come in with a glimpse... Never mind, it's going to be a second pick Huskar coming out for Team Sexy. Cybercats... How do they want to respond? They ban out the Bloodseeker as well. Yeah, Bloodseeker's getting more and more popular, especially with the mobility heroes. Obviously Monkey King with the Tree Dance. You've got Huskar. Well, you wouldn't really be able to Tree Dance if he was Ruptured because he'd be taking damage from it. But the Huskar as well with the dive in. Anti-Mage is going to be banned out here from Cybercats. And Viper, yeah. Viper, a great counter to the Huskar in the lane. Because Huskar, once you get those Burning Spears off onto heroes, and the Viper just sits, he'll take a couple of them, and then all of a sudden the Viper, the poison skin, which I forget the name of because it's been that long since we've seen a Viper, but
10 seconds remaining.
It is a good hero to run up against the Huskar in the mid lane. Oh, just match that lane. Corrosive skin, not poison skin. And we are going to be seeing something a little bit different here. Visage Ban coming through, AA going to be taken out from Team Sexy. So what? Maybe an IO in here as well?
Radiant team pick.
As the Faceless gets taken away. So, okay, they don't think this is going to be the carry Monkey King. Is thinking this is going to be the position what? With the Huskar being here, the position 4 Monkey coming out for Team Sexy. Cybercats go for the Enchantress. Completely forgot about this hero. Puts out a lot of pure damage early on. Becomes a little sniper as well. Beastmaster is still available. But you probably don't want to pick that into the Enchantress. Just trying to think about what heroes were popular. Yeah, so the Beast and Master, Lycan still available here as well,
5
but again, Team
seconds
Sexy
remaining.
probably not wanting to pick these heroes, pick the Zoo heroes up into the Enchi. Enchi is a great counter for them. You steal one of the, either the Boar or one of the Wolves, you just turn it back on the owner, and then pepper them down with impetus shots. So, Team Sexy, what do they want to pick? And this is all, you know, coming in through Division 2. They've got their own little meta to establish as well. We saw last season, or excuse me, last tour, the way that they drafted, you know, they didn't really stick to what was established in the Division 1. They had their own little, probably from scrims, what they thought was powerful. If they were the stronger team on paper as well, looking for a more greedy lineup. So heroes like the Hoodwink were popped out in that position 4 more often in Division 2. Not to the best success. It didn't really, you know, run over team. I was being played as a position 4, but it just seemed like a comfort hero here for the Division 2 teams. And we'll see if there's going to be something similar coming into this tour of Division 2. As Team Sexy taking the time to think about this one. Yeah, the Dragon Knight, if you wanted to run this Monkey King 4, Huskar in the mid lane, you could run the Dragon Knight on the off. That's a push hero without having to commit Zoo. You know, doesn't want to go to the helm with the Dominator.
Dire team pick. Radiant.
Never mind, he goes straight in for the Ursula. And then the Lich. Okay, but if you want to run, I mean, they could still run the Primal. You could run the. No, they couldn't run the Primal Beast as a 4. No, actually, because DK Fogus played the Enchantress yesterday. He played it as the 3, so you could put the Primal Beast as a 4,
10 seconds
run the
remaining.
Ench as a 3,
5 seconds remaining.
and then what, pick up like a Timbersaw mid up against the Huskar and the Ursa. 2 melee heroes as well, the Monkey King, the Ursa. Maybe, I mean, they've already banned out the Faceless Void, so that won't be coming out now as well. They go for the Naga, though, on Cybercats, so that's going to be Alberca's hero coming through here. What the Team Sexy want to pick up, because I assume it's going to be the Monkey King and the Lich supports. Ursa as the carry here, and Huskar as the mid lane.
10 seconds
So Cybercats
remaining.
looking for the answer against the Huskar.
5 seconds remaining.
Who would you want to pick up against the Huskar?
Radiant team ban.
What hero?
Dire team ban.
Okay, they're banning out the Shadow Fiend. Questionable. No mobility. Does take a lot of damage from the Huskar. They ban out the Darkseer on the side of Cybercats here. Big vacuum back into the Wukong's command with the Chain Frost bounce around as well from the Lich.
10 seconds remaining.
Meanwhile, the Ursa is going to have the protection early on from the Frost Armor coming out from the Lich as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, Siren Illusions. The mirror images would melt to the Iron Shell coming out from the Darkseer. So what do you want to put in the lane with the Monkey King? Up against the Naga.
Radiant team ban.
So they ban out the Tiny. Is Tiny a good pick? The melee heroes, you know, would you want to be picking those up? The Tidehunter gets removed here from Cybercats, so Team Sexy, what are they going to go for to complete their lineup? Centaur might not be awful once it gets the Vanguard out. You can just deal with the Naga Siren Illusions with the return damage. Retaliate, return, retaliate.
10 seconds
Okay.
remaining.
There's a hero that I'm
5 seconds
forgetting.
remaining.
That's probably going to pop here. Yeah, the Primal Beast being taken away by Cybercats as well, so maybe they do run this. I mean, probably going to be the offlane combo between Primal Beast and Enchantress, but the Ursa pickup as well, it does make the Enchantress, if this is going to be the core, that untouchable, not going to be super effective. The Ursa, God, even before the level 6, just going to be able to rip apart the Ench. So Team Sexy, how do they want to play this? Final 10 seconds left for this pick. It is going to be... They do actually pick up the Beastmaster. So do you shake it around, put the Ench in the lane with the Naga? Or disrupt a Primal Beast in the off? And still look for your mid lane hero? And again, not a lot of heroes coming up against this
10
Huskar that are going to be able to stand up against him. So maybe you just play like a sack hero in the mid lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Or someone that once he hits 6, you know, like a Storm Spirit. Once he hits 6, even if it is going to be tough to get towards that experience. you get some momentum going. You can get to the sidelines. You can get a gank out, something like that. What else did Cybercats play yesterday? They're going to go for the Invoker.
Choose your
Okay.
hero.
Plays away, gets a disarm as well there as well from the Deafening Blast onto the Huskar. Good control. A lot of regen comes out. If he builds into the Quas build, some good regen to come out. So, looking at the lineups, I mean, this is completely in the air for me. Between the two teams, you know, you've got Cybercats a little bit more established, but Team Sexy, it is some well-known players coming into this, so if they've got the synergy here to play this one, I think I prefer the draft just a little bit as well. And we'll see how quickly, because in Cybercats yesterday, they did run over the two teams in about 30 minutes. So the ability to get fast, get quick objectives, it is here for Cybercats. Even if Alberca on the Dark Siren wants to go for a little bit of farm, you know, doesn't want to be committing too much into these fights, you can still come in with a song. Nefrit on the Beastmaster as well. Once Alberca starts to build up those Riptides, you know, the mirror images coming through as well. Nefrit not going to be able to put his bows in the lane. Probably not even the Helm of the Dominator creeps as well. We saw, again, yesterday, that the Nagasaran was pushing it up right behind the tier 1. And it was a Lycan that it was up against yesterday. You know, it just had to back itself away. Stand behind the tier 1 tower, look for that tower protection, and the Nagasaran just took over the lane. It wasn't, you know, the Lycan wasn't able to push down that tier 1 tower like he wants to, take the lane control. And we'll see if it's going to be the same today, as we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB, and then we'll get into game number 1.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, as we get back into it, let's just take a look at the player cams. Everybody, you know, this is serious business here. It's professional Dota. You've got to look professional. So everybody looking really serious. They've got the game faces on, not looking like they want to, you know, there's no laughs, there's no smiles. Maybe at the end of the game, but for now there is no, nobody taking the mic. You know, everybody's playing seriously. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of smiles. No, that's not professional. Got to keep the game faces. Keep it serious. Yeah, coming into the first game, again, opening day of Division 2, so it's not the worst thing in the world if you do lose this one here today. You know, there's plenty of chances to make it up, but obviously everyone wants to start on a positive. Everyone wants to be coming in off a win. And it is only going to be one team that can do it. So we'll see who's going to be taking it here. DK Focus on the Primal Beast, JSV here on the Enchantress as well, so it is going to be the core Primal and the position 4 on the Ench. Force on the Disruptor, though. So we'll see how they're going to try. Do they actually want to try and go for the Invader? Do we get a pause? Okay, so Force is going to change some settings around. Yeah, fair enough. You know, there's only a river fight about to break out. DK Focus probably backs himself away. Invoker's not going to be here. What did he start off with as well? Going to go for the Exhort on the Invoker. So we see the odds coming through here from EGB. Team Sexy, the favourites coming into this one. Cybercats, not massive difference in the odds, but Cybercats going to be a little bit behind. Okay, good to know. EGB favouring here, Team Sexy. In the start, you know, those odds can change all the way through the match. But for the minute, it does seem like Team Sexy coming into this one as the favourites. 9 class on the Monkey King. In the off lane with the Beastmaster is going to be interesting. Those two melee heroes coming up against the Disruptor and the Nagasaran. If they get caught out, you know, there is potential to get killed off. Just with the Nagasaran going overwhelming in this lane, and the Disruptor drag back as well. Top lane though, JSV taking a lot of frost from till the end. That Ice Blast, the Frost Blast that comes out every 7 seconds, it is a lot of mana, which is why you see the Enchanted Mango stacking up here for the Lich. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Chira Jr. not opting for the Quas, but putting out a lot of damage. You know, the right-click damage that comes out into Moonlight here as well. Moonlight going straight in for that inner fire. So he does have the knockback. No fiery burning spears to come out just yet for him. Maybe around level 2, but maybe he actually wants to point into Berserker's Blood here up against the Invoker. Till the end, JSV still trading hits. Yeah, the disarm coming out onto the mid lane Invoker. It's just a little bit frustrating, especially when you don't have any Forge Spirits here. That's what Huskar's designed to do.
Has been killed.
Okay, we're losing Couriers. Those poor Couriers. What have they really ever done to deserve the treatment they get? Force could be chased down. The Glimpse comes out in 9 class. Again, only level 1, so he doesn't have a point into the Jingu. Not going to be able to stack it up onto the Disruptor, and with the Glimpse coming out as well, Disruptor will pull the focus here from the Monkey King and then just send him right away. Alberca coming through with mirror images, level 2 now as well, so the Riptide will be here. And yeah, Nefrit, you can see that level 2, he's gone for the point into the Inner Beast and not the point into the boar coming through. Though, with the Primal Spring coming out here for class, he will be able to initially clean up these illusions from the Naga Siren. And Force, what's he going to be able to do? Because he won't be able to stop the Primal Spring coming through, but the Glimpse comes out now as well. There's going to be another Primal Spring coming in. Alberca, the damage will be here. Nefrit caught in that kinetic field. Is it going to be enough for the first build? No! The Boundless Strike at level 2 for 9 class, and now the chase down Alberca. He doesn't have this in Snare. Only level 2, so won't be able to get the chase down. And Nefrit will be able to get himself away. Okay, and the Beastmaster keeping pace now as well. The axes fly through these illusions from the Naga Siren. Gonna be fairly cleaned up. Speaking about cleaned up though, can they get the kill onto Nefrit? Nefrit once again, they drag back the Glimpse into that kinetic field. It looks like Nefrit not going to be going down here. If the Naga Siren overcommits, the Monkey King was doing a lot of damage with the right clicks. Potentially gets him low. And Alberca got to be careful about the regen that's left. Primal Spring coming through. Yeah, this Monkey King 9 class just setting up for the harass here onto the Naga Siren. Glimpso onto the Monkey. The Mischief comes out. Force. Is he going to be able to get himself away from them? Again, 9 class doesn't have that Jingu, but Force is going to be run down here. Orb of Venom maybe on the Monkey King. Doing a lot of work against the Disruptor. Mid lane. How's it looking? Moonlight coming up against Chira Jr. in the mid lane. Chira, even with the Inner Fire with this disarm coming through, he has his Forge Spirits out now. So Moonlight, you're going to be taking a lot of damage to chase down. The Sunstrike Goods come through, and Chira picks up the first blood. Moonlight, he's going to take the first fall. I thought the Huskar really would have been in control of this lane, but top lane till the end. H2O, does he go down here? The Onslaught comes through, one more right click. DK Focus gets it. Bottom lane though, the Naga Siren not going to be able to run away from that. It is going to be the first kill on the board for Team Sexy. Might even be a quick response onto 2. Yeah, it is. 9 class gets it. Level 3. 2 went for the second point into the Primal Spring. It looks like he just wants to be using this Primal Spring to clean up these illusions of the Naga Siren. You'll get on top, throw that harass out. A Naga with no real way to stop it. Wouldn't be surprised to see an early point of the Ensnare coming out for the Naga here, because they are just being harassed down. I mean, the trade's going both ways, though. Alberca, he's given as good as he gets. Well, maybe not as good as he gets here after being taken down. But he's putting a lot of pressure onto Nefrit. So yeah, level 3, second point into the mirror image is coming through now as well. So they are going to be a little bit tankier.
Dire's courier has been
No, excuse me, doing a little bit more damage. It's increased damage, right, and not reduced damage taken. Yeah, the damage taken will always be the same on 350. Ooh, the Primal Spring now. Force Majeure can he get himself away from this one. The chase down kinetic field comes out, but he's not going to be able to get himself away from the body blocks, and this is going to be another kill here, going the way of Nefrit. And Alberca just had to stand and watch his teammate go down. There was nothing he could do to try and keep the Disruptor alive. No song just yet, level 4. As Tildian gets the kill into Jesvi in the top lane here as well. That top lane was going so well for them. But Tildian stacking the levels. The Frost Blast damage there as well. The Ench, I don't think went for any points into the, no points into the nature of the tenants. I would like to see a casual point in that. Even with the Ursa being able to run you down here with the Fury Swipes and the Overpower, just the damage that comes out from Tildian can be negated from that Frost Blast, because otherwise he's not really a big burst damage hero. So I would like to see just a casual point here from the Ench into those Nature's Attendants. Looks like Jesvi getting some defensive wards down. Monkey King will be spotted. The rotation in for the rune now as well. The Wild Wing Ripper here with the Hurricane. But the Monkey King still gets that Invis rune. In the mid lane, Moonlight has to play carefully because his supports... when the Monkey King rotating into this one. Meanwhile, the supports on the side of Cybercats, both supports rotating into the mid. But 9 class with the Invis rune. will be able to scout out the Naga Siren. The Naga Siren has left the lane. The harass coming through from the side of Team Sexy. It is starting to overwhelm him here. So he's moving himself into the jungle with the mirror images. Yeah, level 5. So 2 points into the Riptide, 3 points into the mirror image. The Beastmaster over top lane, DK Focus though. Does he get himself away from this one? The chase down comes out. Onslaught, he's going to be able to run himself away. No stun. So DK Focus from the trees just gives it the quick tactical retreat. And yeah, this is where the Monkey King can start to look to roam, because the Naga Siren's in the jungle. Nefrit's just going to want that solo XP. Looking towards his Helm of the Dominator, and again, unlike yesterday, this Naga Siren not been able to run over this bottom lane, so the Monkey King really did work in this lane. Made it hard for Cybercats to stand here. It's Force Majeure. He is looking for a rotation. Maybe looking to, what, set up a kill on to the Ursa. The 7 Jessu, net worth-wise, the Ursa's not the highest. It is going to be going the way of the Invoker. I mean, that's going to be an Invoker going towards the drums as well. So not even a Hand of Midas Invoker. He might go back for it now, but Moonlight, yeah, he was picked up here, this Huskar, to win the mid lane, and all of a sudden, Chira Jr., he's going to be the one in control. Moonlight, we'll see what he's going to be able to do, because he has his 6 now, so how much harass can he throw out? Chira Jr. is going to have the control with the Cold Snap. If he does get dove on, you know, the Moonlight tries to get himself away, he's just Cold Snap, or tries to dive himself in. Going to the armor, though, here from the Huskar. And this is where the Huskar starts to get scurry. The glimpse back now as well onto the Lich, though. Lich with the Frost Shield. It looks like Moonlight, there's going to be the dive in now as well. Do they get the kill onto Jess V? Jess with the Wild Wing Ripper away of his own. It looks like he might be able to get the TP out. No. Power Strike comes in. 9 Class gets the kill. Just at the right place at the right time. They do save Tildian's life. The Invoker, though, starting to step up with the harass here on the mid lane with his illusions, with the Forge Spirits coming through, so he does get the kill onto till the end. Now Moonlight has to try and use that Inner Fire. But the tier 1 tower from the Invoker harass might still go down here in the mid lane. And as Moonlight just continues to try and find his farm again, level 7. So he's close to that armlet. Just needs about another 90 gold here on the Huskar. Meanwhile, Force might be caught out. Nefra is level 7, but the Wild Axes is trying to farm the jungle. Monkey King coming in now as well. The Roar going to be used onto the Disruptor. Disruptor, Wild Wing Ripper of his own here. Nefra, he gets the drag back. He's going to be able to get the kill. And the Glimpse, it doesn't drag Nefra half as far away as the Disruptor wanted. But now the chase comes in. Nefra, Wild Wing Ripper going to be used against it from GSV. There is just hurricanes everywhere. There is a storm warning in this game. There's not even a storm in the game. 9 Class trying to do what he can. We've seen Monkey King's Orb of Corrosion building into the Diffuser Blade here as well. It seems. And this is kind of what you go for as that position for a Monkey. You know, you kind of get the core, or the old core. It's a lot of utility with the chase down from that Orb of Corrosion, with the Diffuser Blade coming out. The core Monkey King's not really building into that anymore. It is more Battle Furies and Maelstroms, going into Axes and Radiances for the Monkey King, so this Orb of Corrosion, the Diffuser Blade, it is an old build for the Monkey King, but it's starting to make an appearance here in the support, and the support Monkey King is getting a little bit more popular. At least around this tier 2, the tier 2 teams. Because again, it's a little bit greedier. On paper, if the games are going to go long, if they aren't as predictable, if there isn't one side that's stronger, so you're expecting like a 45 or 50-minute game, having that semi-core that can transition into a full core with those kind of items, it does make it a little bit easier in the late game to bring the game and get the victory here. 9 Class with Mischief, but he's going to be locked down. Even with the Boundless Strike, I don't know if he gets himself away yet. The Glimpse comes out, and 9 Class gets dead. Meanwhile, on the top lane, DK Focus is going to get low. Chira Jr., though, he rotates. No! The Tornado, it's not long enough. It pops out, makes a brief appearance. But that Exhort... excuse me, the Wex. It is the Wex that controls the distance, right?
Radiant are scared.
Yeah, travel distance is off the Wex. And one more point, maybe connects onto the Lich and Shira Jr. gets a kill. But at least DK focused, he's going to be able to continue his rampage on this top lane. How's Moonlight looking? Got himself the armlet, going straight in towards that BKB here as well after the wand. Seeds of Serenity is going to be nice for him, especially if he wants to try and farm up these Ancients. Trying to come through with the armlet toggle, so the heal from that, which I definitely know the name of. Yeah, the Virtuous Dale. Just going to be able to help out Moonlight here, especially with the 4 points into the Berserker's Blood as well. Just see. Yeah, it's going to be... I mean, the armlet toggle, it is on point. There's the inner fire. Just continuing to use that for the farm, so Moonlight will be able to get himself through, and the Ograk's coming out. Meanwhile, that's going on. Shira Jr. straight into the Witch's Blade. So no Hand of Midas here for the Invoker. Just wants to be going full aggression. I suppose you can't really go to the very late game. Ursa... Oh, Jessu's disconnected. Hopefully won't be away for too long. But yeah, the Ursa Burr here for 7 Jessu. Going towards the Battle Fury, so you know he wants to play this one late. Moonlight as well. The Huskar, he does start to get some early momentum, but it is in the late game where this Huskar is going to be a problem. So maybe here Cybercats again. Just looking to end this game a little bit earlier. Nagasaran going towards the Manta style. How's Force looking?
All right.
Monkey King in that tree. Where's the Monkey King, guys? In that tree form. Beastmaster. It is going to be the Helm of the Overlord to come up for him. Already has the Dominator. You know, we've seen what he can do with the Wildwing Ripper. But he's taken the tier 1, so they have started to take objectives. Oh, Nefrit, he's just gone for a quick walk. Oh, he's taking us on a tour. Nefrit, where are we going, bud? Oh, no, we're being laid down. He's just having fun with his cam. Okay. How is the game going as we're looking to try and find out what is going on here? Again, hopefully it won't be too long of a pause. Net worth-wise, it's not a massive difference between the two teams. The kills as well, only 1 kill in it between the two of them. The top lane tower hasn't been taken down just yet for the side of Cybercats, so that is an objective they might try and move towards here, as the Ursa Burr's in the jungle, looking to finish off his Battle Fury. The Battle Fury is going to be a ways away. I mean, still a great timing. 11 minutes in with the Wraith Band as well as the Phase Boot, so this Battle Fury going to be a couple of minutes away. Not a massive gap. Nefrit, you happy with it? No? We still moving here, bud? Yeah?
Сейчас поиграем.
Okay, he's finally happy. Good job we had this long break so he could get through this massively important issue of fixing his camera. So yeah, the Ursa has left the lane. So the Lich trying to get some solo XP. He's not level 6 just yet here on the Lich. He's literally a creep away. The Sinister Gaze comes through though into the Pulverize. The trample damage as well after the fact. It's going to be till the end. Oh, he's not going to be getting that level 6 just yet. He's going to have to wait. Yeah, Chirajun with the Fudge Spirits. Oh no. Oh no, the pauses. Oh, webcams. Okay. So Cybercats just needing to give him a quick fix. But yeah, with Chira Jr. having the Alacrity coming out as well as the Forge Spirits. It's going to make it easier for the Invoker to be able to take down this top tier 1 tower, for them to look to take objectives. Okay, we've got our goal when ready. So let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like Team Sexy going to be coming in to try and stop this one. So with the Fudge Spirits coming out, actually going to be used here as well. Maybe it's going to use it on himself. The attack speeds, they do have a fortification here on the side of Team Sexy, and they've not lost a tier... No, they did. They lost a tier 1 in the mid lane. So do they want to try and throw out this fortification? It looks like they're just going to save it as the... I completely forgot Chira took that down. You're on there for it. With the help of the Monkey King. The Monkey King, we've got some tree-on-tree action coming through from the Monkey King. Just hiding himself in the mischief. Maybe looking for the vision to see if any TPs come through. Trying to defend this here from Nefrit. Nefrit will be able to push in. But it looks like Jesu, he could be in trouble here. The connected field was that glimpse. They don't have the vision. DK Focus didn't want to go for the dive in here. Alberca going to defend this bottom lane tower, but the Monkey King, the balance strike into the Primal Spring. Alberca, Song will be used. Alberca, which way is he going to try and go here? Setting up for the TPs of his teammates. It's like a Power Rangers episode when they all TP in like this. Nefrit, yeah, the Monkey King, he's just going to cut bait and run here. As the Beastmaster will go down. 9 class doesn't get very far though. Will he be able to get himself away? The Primal Spring and the Tree Dance. Okay, looking to run himself out. Still going to be going towards this Diffusal Blade here, the Monkey King as well. DK Focus, how is he looking? Is it straight into the BKB? It is. I know Hurry was saying that they don't, these Primal Beasts, they want to go for the drums for the extra damage for Boots of Burn now as well. Jesu, the Glimpse pack, isn't going to be caught in the kinetic field. A lot of damage coming through. The Primal Beast going to be able to get himself in with the Pulverize. And the Ursa already used the Enrage. Meanwhile, oh, bottom lane. Shira, he's going to go down. We'll still get the kill onto 9 class, but Moonlight will get the kill onto the Invoker. Really well done there, and that's going to get him closer towards that BKB here as well. Yeah, Moonlight going to be about 500 gold away from the Huskar's BKB. Well, how's the Primal Beast doing? He's still going to be about 1400 gold away, so just needs the recipe gold here for the Primal Beast. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, Primal Beast. Hurry was saying he doesn't really like the early drums. You know, he likes the phase boots, the Windlace to come out, but you go for the BKB first because you do want to be getting involved like this. Getting yourself in with the Onslaught into the Pulverize, and it's up to you to kind of get the setup. So if you come in with the drums, that's great. But Sinister Gazes and Boundless Strikes, and well, I suppose you've still got the Roar to go through the BKB anyway. But it's just a little bit harder without this BKB. So he does like the Boots of Burn, and I kind of agree with him. Yeah, you like the Boots of Burn, but you do want to go for the BKB first, just to make sure you don't get out controlled. Jesper, you're going to be able to get that deal off. Doesn't take the sentry down. So we'll see if 9 class is he going to try and defend this one. Meanwhile, top lane, the Glimpse comes out. The Ursa Burr, do they have the control? The connected field will come up. Primal Beast trying to do with the Calendar Trample, and now the Pulverize after this Enrage was off. But it looks like Jesu, does he want to try and turn around with this? And Sunstrike comes out, and Shira from afar, he gets the kill. DK Focus might still go down. Moonlight will be the one to pick it up. But Force now as well. Static Storm's going to be used now, but it doesn't matter. Moonlight inside that Static Storm kinetic field still gets the kill. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Jess V going to be chased down. Monkey King coming in with the Boundless Strike as well as the Wukongs to get the kill onto the Enchantress. Yeah, 9 class comes out with the tip. Ench actually going towards the 4 stuff, but didn't have it in time. Still going to be a ways away gold-wise. About 950 gold. So couldn't get away from the damage here of 9 class.
For the dead.
DK Focus, does he want to be coming in for some immediate revenge on the Monkey King? Monkey King, he could look for the Balance Strike if he sees the aggression coming in here from Focus, and he's not really going to push the lane either. Yeah, so 9 class, he's pretending he's got himself away, but DK Focus is still here. There's going to be the backup of the Lich and the Beastmaster, though. If the Primal Beast wants to go, the Beastmaster is going to try and live up to his name. Never finds himself the balancing, but the Arcane comes out for the Disruptor. So what's that, like 45 seconds, 60 seconds of Arcane Rune? We'll see if he's going to be able to make something happen, because the Static Storm's going to be up in the next 15 seconds. There is a group up from the side of Team Sexy as well here onto this mid lane tier 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, Team Sexy looking to take objectives. Do they maybe look for a fight and then go into the Roche? The Ursaba does have his Battle Fury out, so yeah, it was about 15 minutes there on that Battle Fury. Even with being picked off and being contested, they've got the chase down. Did he find Chira? Chira can get himself away. Balance Strike will connect. There's going to be the Primal Spring in now as well, but the Tornado going to push back into 9 class, and now that Static Storm will come through. Did they get the kill? There's going to be a few heroes here trapped inside of it. Moonlight wants to be coming through. Sunstrike, but Moonlight has the BKB. Damage, it's not going to be able to take him down.
Dire's courier has been killed.
So the Invoker, even with the pure damage on the Sunstrike, it's not enough to get the kill onto Moonlight. And now Force Majeure, he's going to be in trouble with the Tumbler Toy, the Battle Strike. It doesn't connect, but the chase down coming through. Frost Armor now as well. Force, he knows he can't get himself away from this one. He's just going to be killed off. Yeah, Disruptor wants to go straight in towards the Aghanim Scepter as well. Because he knows that the BKBs are important on the side of Team Sexy. Alberca just continues to farm. They've got that Manta style up, going towards the Orchid. I don't know, there's some great aggression coming out here from the side of Team Sexy. They still have the Roar. They still have all of their ultimates.
Dire are scanning.
So, Nagasaran using these illusions to scout out. Moonlight, though, Primal Beast is going to try and come in. The BKB comes out here from the Primal Beast as well. The Sunstrike this time, it will be up. Is it going to be enough damage? The Frost Armor, it's not going to keep Moonlight alive. And now the Chain Frost is bouncing around. But they still get the kill. These Nagasaran illusions. The creep army coming through from the Enchantress as well with the Skeletons. Thanks to that Dark Troll Summoner, will be enough to tank it. And now the Meteor will be dropping. And it looks like they're going to try and make Roshan extinct as they get themselves the first Aegis of the game. Okay, really well played. After losing a couple of heroes, you know, they do reset, they come back into it. They know that the BKB is down for the Huskar as well. And they get a good kill here. A good couple of kills to set up. Oh, 9 class. He does see Alberca trying to come through with the Primal Spring to farm the lane as well as the Balance Strike, but he just couldn't stick there. Had to immediately jump away, and now they know roughly where the Monkey King is. Monkey King trying to get himself away. Did he try and chase for this? Probably not, right? He's going to be able to get the courier.
Has been killed.
Rubs it in before he leaves. And we'll see. We'll see how Team Sexy want to play this, now being the Aegis down. I mean, the Ursa Burr is still farming. Going towards the BKB of his own. Nefrit, yeah, he's got himself the Helm of the Overlord. He wants his BKB. So it looks like they do want to be trying, you know, going for these early BKBs, potentially looking to fight while that song's out. And if they can get 3, potentially 4 heroes with the Monkey King, because the Monkey King will go for it at 1.2. Going to be the Rod at Vatos first here for the Monkey. But eventually, you know, if the game goes long enough, I do see the Monkey King going for the BKB as well. Alberca is just using the Orchid to get the kill onto the Black Dragon. The Black Dragon, yeah, the Soul Burn will finish the job. So yeah, Diffusal Blade out here for the Monkey King. Where's the 4-staff on the Enchantress? Still, God, it's still a long way away. What did he buy out? He bought the Shard. So he wants to go in for the Little Friends here up against the Beastmaster. So Beastmaster will have his army turned against him in this fight. And I'm surprised he didn't go for the 4-staff first. The Little Friends is going to be nice. Moonlight, impetus shots coming through here now as well. The Glimpse onto Moonlight, but DK Focus doesn't want to go for the Pulverize. Not sure where everyone else is. Doesn't want to use the BKB for that. Maybe, you know, in case he gets roared when the Pulverize is coming through. But now the Beastmaster scouted out. The pings will be here. And DK Focus still in this for a little bit. Just waiting for somebody to come in. And now he comes through with the trample. But Moonlight will be able to walk himself away. Top lane, Nefrit, BKB on the courier. So Nefrit probably starts to look to fight. Yeah, it does have to be aware of this Little Friends. Does it? Doesn't pierce spell immunity, no. Okay, so you maybe use it on the Lich. Get a quick kill, take him down. Maybe try and stop this Chain Frost from coming out. Alberca on the top lane. Popping the Manta, popping the mirror images. And it is going to be the Heart next for the Nagasaran now as well. Recipe comes out. He's about halfway towards this Reaver as well. Needs about 1,300 gold to be able to pick this one up in Alberca. He's getting fairly tanky, you know. I'm surprised he's not swapped the Column Blade out for the bit booster, but I suppose it does still help the farm. Yeah, these Naga Illusions going to be pretty darn tanky. Aegis is still here, though. It looks like with the BKBs up from the side of Team Sexy, do we want to look for the fight? Sans comes out from the Ursa. The glimpse back into the Static Zone, but he does pop the BKB. Alberca, Song comes through here, but the Ursa with the BKB. They are going to be able to pop the Aegis. Song will be cancelled. DK Focus trying to do what he can. Since the Gaze will be using it, the respawn to take down DK Focus, and now the Roar onto the Nagasaran. Well, they get the catch out. Chira has to use his own BKB. Going to go for the TP. Roar's already been used, so they won't be able to cancel it. No Basher just yet for the side of Team Sexy, but a really good fight, taking 3 heroes down here and only losing the Monkey King. Moonlight, he's just looking to push out. It's going to be the Heaven's Halberd coming out for the Huskar into the AC, so the Heaven's Halberd is going to be nice up against the Naga Siren, because the Naga Siren, even when, the illusions come out, or even against the Invoker. The Invoker has a great kit, magic-wise, to be thrown out, but, if you can take away the damage that he's putting out with the Exhort as well as the Alacrity in these fights, the evasion's nice for the Moonlight here as well. He just wants to be an absolute menace in these fights. Though the Naga Siren does have the Orchid up, could go for... It's going to be the Butterfly after this Heart. And yeah, the Heart's still going to be about 1,200 gold away for this Naga Siren. How's Jesu looking here? He wants to be going... He's got the Blink flying through to him now, so we'll see what else he wants to queue up on this Ursa. He's only about 1,000 gold behind the Naga Siren as well. It's looking really good here for Jesu. Catching up, keeping up with the Naga Siren's farm, even if he's a little bit behind in net worth. 1,000 gold. If they get another kill onto Alberca, that's a nothing gap to close with a Battle Fury. In fact, you probably get it. We'll take a look at the combinations, or see the difference between the two mid laners here. Chira is ahead on kills, but Moonlight ahead in net worth. Yeah, Sunstrike on the Pulverize. They get the kill onto Lich, and Chira's going to be the one to get the credit for this here as well. On the other side of the map, but the jump in coming onto the Monkey King. Tornado doesn't connect. They want to go for this. The Glimpse comes out. Yes, Static Storm. They've got the lockdown onto the Monkey King now as well, but the Raw comes through. Chira uses BKB. He's going to be wasting so much time with that with the Raw. And now they're diving from Moonlight as well. They get the kill onto 9 class for Chira, though. Can he get himself away? Moonlight pops his BKB in a beast, in a fire. The inner beast comes from the Beastmaster. Moonlight gets the TP away. Nothing to cancel it with BKB going. Yeah, the inner fire for that push back there as well, so he just gets that TP out. And the damage wasn't enough coming out from Cybercats to get the kill. They do take down 2. To even it up in terms of kills. Alberca, how close to the Heart is he? He's got the gold for it now if he wants to buy it out, and he probably will, right? You want to make yourself tanky? Yeah, he flies his courier over to the side, so he's got himself this Heart here. 4-staff comes out from the Enchantress as well. This is going to be really important. Especially when the Wukong's Samanya, if he gets caught out solo again. I know he's going into the Hurricane Pike. And it's like, oh, standard build for the Enchantress, but going for the 4-staff first and not the Dragonlance, shows he's trying to survive because the Monkey King has got a good couple of jumps. So if he can get this 4-staff, get his team out of the Wukong's command, 9 class, yeah. You got a Serpentine, man. You're getting low up against an Invoker, you just got to go for the Serpentine. Learning lessons, if Game of Thrones taught us anything, it's when there's a single strike trying to rain down upon you. Don't run in a straight line, Serpentine. Make it hard to predict.
Come on, sprites.
And maybe then
Radiant's bottom tower
Jon Snow
is
wouldn't have
under
been one
attack.
brother down.
Dire's middle tower
Spoilers
is under
if you
attack.
haven't seen God, is it 5-6 years old at that point, that season? Anyway, Moonlight, how is he looking on the Huskar, going towards the AC? What's the BKB down to, though? 7 seconds. Okay, so it's still down to 6. That's pretty good. Roshan could be up in the next 18 seconds here as well. The big man, he's looking to get back in his pit, but it looks like the side of Team Sexy. They're going to go for a smoke up. Do they get the jump onto Chira? Chira is already walking himself away from this one now as well. The Monkey King won't be able to close the gap. Nefrit has that Blink Dagger trying to come in onto this. Where's the Ench now as well? The Raw does get used to get the lockdown on DK Bogus. DK Bogus, he's going to be straight up dead, but the Static Storm comes out. BKBs will be there. They might be able to get the kill onto the Monkey King now. The Monkey King going to be dragged back by the Glimpse, and the song comes out. The BKBs, they've already worn off. Looking for the catch. Moonlight, he looks like he's going to be the target. Fiver comes out from the Monkey King to get the silence onto Moonlight. Moonlight, what's he going to try and do into this? He still gets a kill onto Chira with the help of Nefrit and his army. Jesvi might go down next. Jesvi's already used the little friends, and the axes fly through. Nefrit with the triple kill. And that song, well, who was trapping who there? This Team Sexy, they turn it right back around. And they get the kills onto 3 on the side of Cybercats. Yeah, it's not looking good for the side of Cybercats. Team Sexy, the silence comes out. They've got the lockdown onto the Monkey King. If they get this kill, I mean, he's on the cliffs. Alberca can't find the angle for the right clicks. He throws out the Wukongs. It's just on illusions, though, trying to protect himself, I guess. I mean, a minute and a half on an ultimate cooldown, that's not the worst thing in the world. We'll be back up just before Roshan respawns as well.
Tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alberca. How's he looking on the Naga Siren now? Going towards the butterfly. He's got the gold for the Eagle Song if he wants to get rid of the Crown Blades. But he's still going to be a decent amount of gold here. So about 2k from completing. Onto that butterfly. Meanwhile, the Ursa, again, keeping pace in terms of net worth, has that bash up now as well. So this is going to be nice through the BKBs of the Primal Beast as well as the Invoker. You know, you're trying to get the TP out. You can come in with the Overpower. Alberca, though, gets a kill into 9 class of this time. Will not be able to escape the wrath of the Naga Siren. And yeah, that is the Eagle Song bought up. How's the gold here for the Talisman of Evasion? Still about 800 gold away. GSV, Chain Frost doesn't need to balance to anybody to get the kill. Now did he get the lockdown onto Moonlight? Static Storm will be used now as well. But the Roar, it cancels off the Pulverized. DK Focus through his BKB. He just gets ripped asunder. Force Majeure in the pit, trying to go for that TPO. It doesn't matter. He gets killed off in Moonlight, even with the EMP Tornado coming through. Cybercats, they are on the back foot. They lose the Monkey King, but they lose so much more in return. Shira. Yeah, the Naga actually bought out the Quarterstaff first on the Naga Siren. So what is it? Still about 200 gold away here for Alberca from being able to get this butterfly up. And the Naga Siren, most games I've seen it in, it looks really damn scary. To the point where you think, oh, 30 minutes in, it's just going to overwhelm the game. You know, they are going to be able to win it. But Ursa, he's already going towards this MKB. In fact, he's halfway towards the MKB right off the bat. Before this butterfly even comes out, recipe is it's what 675 gold on the recipe, and the demon edge is the big hurdle you have to get past. But with Roshan, this extra gold, he's gonna be able to get himself the shard now as well on the Ursa Burr. Actually, do you give it over to the? You surely give it over to the Ursa Burr, right? He's the carry. He just takes everything. Okay, Moonlight's gonna be the one that gets the Aegis, and Jesu takes the shard. Now then maybe you give the shot over to the Beastmaster with this Diving Hawk. Going towards a Hex on the Beastmaster here as well. So, Team Sexy, 10k ahead. I mean, the Naga Siren is still top of the net worth, trying to use these illusions to push down the top lane as well. Onto this tier 2 tower. Slowly but surely going to be able to siege this one down. Moonlight looking towards his Ags.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Monkey King still going towards the Rod of Atos. It's, again, it is a position for Monkey King. He is bottom in the net worth, so it's not the quickest one. The Balance Strike comes out, though. Can they get the jump onto the Edge? Edge trying to go for the TPO with the Nature of the Tens. The damage. Jesu just comes right in with the Overpower. Takes down the Enchantress. There was absolutely nothing he could do with it. And that is going to be 600 gold away here, Jesu, from picking up a double damage unit as well. Yeah, that Enchantress, he stood no chance.
Dire's bottom tower has Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Invoker.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What's he looking at? Got himself the Hurricane Pike. He really does need that for his protection. Because if the Ursa gets on top of you, even with the BKB, that Abyssal Blade, it's going to be the MKB first. For the Abyssal Blade to come out, just another disconnect. So the Beastmaster, the draw on the lines, they see this Primal Beast. The Primal Beast, what's he looking towards? He wants to go for his Ags, get that break off. Okay. FPS drop, usually you just need to reset the game, get yourself back in. But yeah, the Primal Beast, it looks like he's going to be seen. I think he was just seen. He's under vision here, under the ward. So they know where he is, and they want to, again, they are drawing battle lines. On the side of Team Sexy, and DK Fogus.
All right. Okay, that was unexpected.
Where's this Monkey King TP into? The outpost? Yeah, it's going to be to the outpost. So they want to make a move over. It's a long one, 4.7 seconds. because he is TPing into this outpost, but everybody's scribbling on the map, you know, get focus, get focus, get focus. You know, take a look at the graphs. 16% win probability here for the Radiant, and yeah, Cybercats, again, the Naga Siren it's a scary pick usually, but at the minute, Team Sexy just running over him here in this game. So we'll see just how, or if, they're even going to be able to get themselves back into it. So, we're getting ourselves back in focus. Monkey King continuing that TP. Moves himself over. The Beastmaster's going to be here as well. Spotted it underneath the Radiant Ward. But DK Focus, he's going to be rolled up. Did they get the kill now? The chase down. The Hex comes out. And Beastmaster, he might even just be able to do this solo. No, the song comes out here. DK Focus, that's a song to just get Focus away from this harass, though. Get him away from the kill. Butterfly will be out. But as soon as that comes out, the MKB is here for the Ursa. So he's got that 80% chance on the pace through evasion. Yeah, with the overpower coming through, again, Ursa. The attack speed, that 80%, he's probably able to rip through this Naga Siren, especially with the song being down. You know, Alberk is going to be really darn careful. He's going to be going towards the Bloodthorn. You know, he's only going to be about 400 gold away from that Bloodthorn. And then a Nullifier right after it. Trying to take these overpower stacks away from the Ursa, but the Ursa has still got a decent amount of attack speed anyway.
Dire's top tower is under
And it will
attack.
be the Swift Blink for the Ursa next, not into the Agony, the Abyssal Blade just yet. Tornado EMP onto the Ursa. Ursa going to be able to walk himself away from this one, but does lose all of his mana to jump in. Now for it. Does he want to go for the roll? The Hex comes out here onto Force Majeure. And it looks like they're just going to go, even with the Kinetic Field coming through, Meteor. It doesn't matter, they're just going to carry on going onto this tier 3. They've still got the Aegis onto Moonlight, and Moonlight's just going to be onto the front lines. Looking to break the base, looking to break the buildings, and he will be able to go. Look at how quickly this melee rack is going down again. DQ Focus has his BKB if he wants to go for the jump in.
Dire's courier has
But
been
Moonlight
killed.
doing a lot of damage here to the racks, and it looks like, in fact, he's not going to be too far away from both his Axe Scepter and the Shard. Balance Strike comes out, the roar onto the Invoker now as well. The Invoker, he just straight up disappears. A great magic trick for him, but not great for Cybercats. Not one they wanted to see. Force Majeure, he's going to be the next one to fall. No buybacks here as well from the side of Cybercats. So it looks like game number 1, slowly but surely falling the way of Team Sexy. Jessie, the right click coming through. The pulverized damage coming out here from onto Moonlight, but Moonlight, he's got that inner fire once again. They take down DK Fogus. 4 heroes dead on the side of Cybercats to chase into the base. Alberca has to run himself away. Tier 2s, Tier 3s, Tier 4s now will be falling.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, Team Sexy not even going to go for the Megas. They just want to go straight out for the end. They know if there were buybacks available. Cybercats, they would have bought back already. Team Sexy will be able to take game number 1 in 33 minutes up against Cybercats. So, Cybercats looking incredibly strong yesterday, coming up against Team KZ. But here in the DPC Division 2, Team Sexy, yeah, EGB backed them as the favourites. Coming into it, they were the ones to run themselves and get themselves a great start in the series, in the division as well. And we'll see what they're going to be able to do in game number 2. Looking at the scoreboard, again, this Naga Siren in any other game could have potentially looked really darn scary, but coming through up against the Beastmaster, Monkey King in the lane, it was just way too much for him. He had to leave into the jungle pretty early on, which left the lane to the Beastmaster. Just to be able to claim, it means that Class then could rotate himself around. Again, the Diffusal Blade comes out, going towards, didn't even get to the Road of Atos on the Monkey King. And yeah, Cybercats, Chira looked pretty good in lane, 10-4-4 for Chira Jr. here. Putting pressure onto Moonlight in the lane, even though the Huskar, designed to win most lanes, just couldn't get it away from Chira. Some good rotations in from Cybercats as well. They got themselves some early momentum, but in the end, you look at the net worth of Cybercats, 15,000 on 15,000 on Chira, DK Focus on 11,000. Meanwhile, on the side of Team Sexy, 21 on Moonlight and Nefrit. Meanwhile, 7 Jessu here on 24,000, keeping pace with the Naga Siren. So that is going to be game number 1. Team Sexy are going to be the winners. Cybercats, are they going to be able to pull it back in game number 2? Or Team Sexy, do they start off the division with a win here? And a clean one at that, going 2-0. We'll have to find out after the break coming up. And we'll see you for the second game after this.